221 cancel. 251, party 510, patient 2700 West Pecan.
Good morning, everybody. Good morning.
Hey, 221, this is direct on cancel.
Bethany Cemetery. I haven't been live in a few days since Saturday, actually, that I can remember anyway. It is Wednesday, so I figured I'd throw the live on this morning for a little bit. I've got some stuff I gotta get done this morning. I have traffic court next on the 12th, sadly. I got a ticket. Yeah, Ryan, I'm out early today. We're still working on getting some equipment back from that homeless camp for these people. And so I'm heading back over to that camp this morning. They got a little testy yesterday with everybody, wanting to try to fight everybody. So we're gonna go give another shot this morning. Hopefully we're not gonna get in any fist fights. Hopefully, anyway. No, this was in Cedar Park. Cedar Park's writing the tickets, let me tell you. But, they could have strung me out to dry because I was speeding like a... I was doing a little bit too much over, and they didn't give me a ticket for that, though. I got it, what was it, improper lane change or something like that I got the ticket for. They could have really, really hung me out to dry on that speeding ticket, but they didn't. The bad thing about it is when you're in Austin so much, it's like you're not really watching yourself. You get used to just not watching yourself, and then all of a sudden you pop over into a different jurisdiction and they're watching. So you come up to Williamson County, man, they will give tickets, let me tell you. They are not shy about writing traffic tickets. Which, as it should be, I guess. Yeah, KLBJ, is that Todd Jeffries? Is he on KLBJ? Todd Jeffries is a friend. Yup. Yesterday morning I had was invited late to a breakfast with Car Key, I think. So I left my phone number with those guys. I'm like, look, nobody's pointing fingers at anybody, but if you find this stuff, like it was a purse with a bunch of stuff in it, right? If you find this stuff, here's my phone number. Give me a call, and I'll just come pick it up. No questions asked, whatever. There may even be a reward in it. Nah. They were getting all testy yesterday. So anyway, about 1 or 2 this morning, they started blowing my phone up, man. Call after call after call after call after call. I'm like, I finally had to turn my ringer off. I just feel bad for these people, man. I mean, the young lady, they're using her debit cards, and I feel bad for them. They're not getting any help from the police. They reach out to me because, we're in the camps all the time, and I feel bad for them for dealing with what they're dealing with. You should be removed from office for the amount of minimum. I think it's gonna storm this morning. I've heard it's supposed to storm. I don't know. I haven't really been watching the weather too much the last few days, but let it come. I've got new tires. I could drive through anything. Okay, I gotta get on the highway. So what I was gonna say was I had breakfast with the. Are we back? Are we back? Are we back? All right. What I was gonna say is I had breakfast with a couple of the council members from Dallas yesterday, and they want to bring what I'm doing here. They want to bring it to Dallas, which is something that we're working on, or I'm working on.
Go ahead, 1202.
It would be really nice. I wished I had another. I really need another one of me up there. And then from Dallas,
Propane just arrived.
We'll look at other cities, Houston, and then we'll move outside of Texas. I think I've been looking at the East Coast, or not the East Coast, the West Coast, San Francisco, that area. Basically replicating what we're doing here, replicated out there. Funding is the problem when you're trying to do this, though. It's not cheap to do this. Not too cheap at all. Yeah, if you guys haven't installed the Nomadic map, go to the App Store. It's in the iOS and the App Store on an Android. Install it. You'll see. I don't know why I'm yawning so much, but you'll see all the camps around the city. You can actually submit your own information if you want, your own pictures. If you come across a new camp that's not on the map, pal, snap a picture and then upload it. It's good stuff. I mean, it just depends, honestly.
29, 35 unknown, 2700 O'Neill Lane.
It costs roughly about $1,500 a month just in expenses. To keep the car running, to keep the gas in the car, insurance, the technology, the internet. I know that sounds like a lot, $1,500 a month, but and that doesn't include paying myself. I haven't had a paycheck. I cannot tell you when the last time I had a paycheck was. It's getting to the point of being ridiculous. But anyway,
general manager, and it's a false alarm. They're working on it.
Yeah, roughly $1,500 to $2,000 a month. You could do this in another city. Come on, Ryan. You know you want to go to Dallas. Start being a dash in Dallas. You would have the support of the city up there. It wouldn't be like it is here in Austin where they just kind of shun you. You would have the support of the city. That in of itself makes it attractive.
Dispatch Rescue 28.
Go to Rescue 28.
Debbie doesn't do Dallas.
Precinct Ohio APD.
The only thing is, the Dallas is so much different than Austin. Even the homeless folks up there are different. There's a lot more of it, and they're just different people. It's more uptight. The homeless folks up there are more uptight. Down here, you walk off into a homeless camp, 90% of the time you're going to find, just some people hanging out that, they'll chat with you. Very rarely do you find any true problems. But I don't want to say that the problems aren't there. They are there. Just like yesterday with the guy getting, upset. But most of the homeless here in Austin are pretty chill, laid-back people. The problem comes when they have some type of mental health issue. Maybe it's even a minor mental health issue. But is my camera crooked? There. It may even be a minor mental health issue, but then you add like methamphetamines on top of that, and it becomes a problem. Let's see, the Mopac camp, Sunset Valley is being cleaned up. Nice, I'll head down that way. Thanks for the heads up, man. I don't even know what I was saying just now, to be honest. Oh, I know. So I posted last night about Nighthawk, the restaurant, the Nighthawk restaurant. And I posted about that because yesterday at lunch, I ate a Nighthawk TV dinner. And it just got me to remembering, like, the Nighthawk restaurants. I have such good memories of the Frisco. I was fairly new here in Austin when I very first ate at the Frisco. And I don't know, man. I just have such great memories from that restaurant. The Frisco was an awesome place. I never actually ate at one of the Nighthawks when they were here, but I did do some research last night on Nighthawk. Those dinners are made in Buda. I don't think it's the family that owned the Nighthawks, but anybody that has ever eaten at the Frisco or the Nighthawk, you'll and you eat one of these Nighthawk dinners, it brings back good memories. It brings back a good memories. How does a restaurant go from being a steakhouse? How do they do that? How do you even begin to start a frozen food line? I don't get that. I don't understand how you get to that point. Like, how do you even begin? Blows my mind. It's like the Marie Callender's. Do y'all, anybody remember the Marie Callender's restaurants that was here in Austin? There was one at right down here on 183. I can't remember when they took it out, but I ate there. It was this was many years ago, but there was one down here on 183, if I remember right, somewhere down there by like the Academy, like right there by Mopac and 183. There was a Marie Callender's there. I don't know if they have Nighthawk dinners around the country or if it's just a Texas thing. Top of the morning, Rafita Papita. I like that name, by the way. Rafita Papita. Top of the morning to you. I'm stuck in traffic. I started the stream. I didn't think there would be a whole lot of traffic, but I started the stream early, and now you guys get to sit with me in traffic. Top of the morning to ya. Yeah, but some moves within my area, Citizen app notifies me. By the way, if you guys are not on the Citizen app, install it. You'll find a lot of my work on there. I contract with Citizen. I'm on contract with Citizen. I provide a lot of video to them. And it's gotten worse lately because we lost the police radios, but it's gotten harder to get them video or live video. But we're about to sink our teeth back into it.
Futures running 11293 Sun Hillo.
It's going to be one of those nasty hot days today. All of this rain is going to blow through, and then it's going to get humid as humid can be. KXAN story about Tuesday laundry day for the homeless on Anderson Lane. Do you know her? I don't think so. What's the reporter's name? Laundry day for the homeless on Anderson. What's the name, Anna? Police radios got encrypted. Yep, they sure did. They did get encrypted, and it really sucks. I didn't think it would cause too big of an issue. You know, they had been talking about doing it since like 2020. And then they would talk about it, and then nothing would ever happen. They would talk about it, nothing would ever happen. And then all of a sudden, one day, they're like, hey, by the way, tomorrow, that's it. We're encrypted. I don't know. Anna, I'm sorry. I don't know. I don't know what that is there. Yeah, they wised up. They say we want to keep our operation, but you know the stupid thing about that is they say, well, we need to keep our operation secure. If we're out on a SWAT call out, or if we're doing a manhunt or whatever, I totally get it. I wouldn't want somebody listening into the scanner either, you know. And but at the same time, they already had encrypted radios for that kind of stuff. You know, they had encrypted channels for operations that they didn't want anybody to hear. So I don't know, man. You take that how you want to take it. Obviously, I'm not gonna ever be happy with that decision, but I'm a little biased, so you know what I mean. I have a biased opinion.
37, I'll go ahead and show brushstroke 37 at service.
The fire radios were supposed to go encrypted too, but they have not yet. So. Yep, you're right. It is OPSEC, for sure. I mean, I don't blame them. I'm not happy with it, but I don't blame them.
19 on north for code 4 with 18.
I'm also not very trustful of them to tell us what we need to know on a timely, you know, in a timely manner. But with the open source intelligence public, it's not a bad move to encrypt channels. Yeah, you know. I mean, I get it. The methodology behind it, the reasoning behind it, I completely understand why they're doing it. But I don't gotta like it. I don't have to like it.
Gates are clear and cancel. Thank you, 13.
I may have to accept it, but I don't have to like it. Former homeless woman who pays to launder feet and helps them get them on a better path. At least you see your own bias and form of objectivity. Yeah. Oh yeah. I think I've got a very well slanted bias. Anna, that's a pretty good. I'm gonna have to look into that. I'd like to talk to her. I would really like to talk to her. I didn't know anything about her. Gotta accept it. You ain't gotta like it. Man, I was hoping it wasn't gonna rain. We're supposed to be going into a camp here in about 40 minutes. And I don't like going into these places when it's raining. Maybe that was it. You know, I'm surprised Austin, the traffic's not worse right now. It's actually not bad.
Appreciate you on.
Rest 20th, rest 20th. Rest 20th. I'm gonna have that tow truck driver loop around.
Badger, if you ever want to go, let me know, man. Let's see. You messaged me, didn't you? Did you message me? I can't remember. I get so many messages. I'm sorry. But we usually don't have any issues in the camps. Yesterday was kind of a unique situation. I think they felt like we were kind of cornering them, if you know what I mean. And when you corner people, bad things can happen. Now, I do want to say that we were not trying to corner anybody, but we had made several trips in there looking for different things, and I think that made them feel cornered. And of course, the drugs. But it was so funny because there was a guy in there yesterday morning. I was in there yesterday morning about 9:30. And there was a guy in there that said he came out of a camp and was like, hey man, I'm looking for a key, blah, 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 blah. I showed him what I was looking for. And he was like, no, I hadn't seen it. I was like, all right, well, there's a reward for the, for the item. He's like, no, I haven't seen it. You know what? I don't even live here. I just moved in here, by the way. I haven't even lived here long. I just moved in here. And then literally 10 minutes later, he's like, you know what? I mean, I got a house down the street. I just stay here because I want to. I got a house down the street. I'm just here. And this guy was like one of the most homeless guys you've ever met. We'll message you. Sunrise. Oh, okay. I remember seeing that. Yes, Deputy Constable Wallace saw better. Yes, I saw that. Was it Precinct 3 Constable? Because I'm pretty good friends with the. You know who Drew? Constable Drew, and one of his partners. They are good people. Whenever I go into a camp, if something, if there's children. Or if somebody seriously needs help, I can always call them and they will be there very quickly. Solid. Oh man, I left my pistol at home today. Shit. Did I? Shucks, man, I left my pistol at home. Well, that's not good. I'm his Huckleberry. Badger brown coat. Pretty unique name, man. Linda Jackson. All right, watched Dopey on Anderson Mill. Tuesday noon was the day. You know what? If it's every week, I'm going to go try to talk to her next week. I would love to interview her. I would love to hear her story, especially if she was homeless at one point. Of course, most people know I was homeless at one point too. Pistol X Guardian Angel here. Started to recommend you carry tear gas. I generally I do have pepper spray that I carry with me a lot, only because I don't want to use a pistol as a first choice of protection. Mainly because I don't want to get charged by our district attorney. But there's so many guns in these camps nowadays. Everybody's got a gun with them, it seems like, and I don't want to. I don't want to get jacked up. I've got kids, and I'm not trying to do this to get killed. But I generally carry my pistol everywhere. It's because you never know in today's world. You never know when you're going to need it. And if anybody listening is ever wanting to carry, get some training before you do it. Go to Mike Cargill at Central Texas Gun Works. Let him teach you. Get your license to carry and learn how to shoot the dang thing. Go to the range with it, get comfortable with it, and then start carrying it. Please don't carry a weapon, a pistol, if you're not comfortable with that pistol and you do not know how to use it. That is an accident waiting to happen. So Kevlar arm guard. So a while back, I put out a message asking if anybody had any soft body armor, and somebody had reached out from Prime. I think it was called Prime Body Armor. So I got the hookup. With some very nice soft body armor. Not that I would need it, but I would rather have it and not need it than need it and not have it. The weather's screwing up my satellite internet right now. I'm sorry. The weather is jacking me up. .4 miles away. We go start. We still recommend the tear gas spray first, anti-cut arm guards, and as guardian angels, we didn't carry weapons. I get it. I am a huge Second Amendment proponent. I think everybody should have the right to carry and protect themselves. Even I'm not a big fan of the whole, just because you got a felony means you cannot have a weapon. I think there's certain classes of felonies that should stop you from carrying a weapon, especially if you were, intentionally hurting someone else. But I think most felons should be able to have their right to a firearm restored. But you're probably right. Pepper spray. All right, Badger, I appreciate it, man. I'll send you a message. I'm about to have to jump off here. We're about to go into a camp, and I don't want to dox the camp. I'm kind of leery about that, but I will be back on here in a little bit. I need to restart the satellite because the weather's screwing up the satellite right now, I think. But I will be back on here in just a little while. I'll send you a message, Badger. Brown coat.